It's Madden NFL 24, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders, and it comes your way next.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they take over on offense. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Marino to throw it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field, but he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Marino will look to throw on first. Finding Williams on the check down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Marino will throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now it's Marino. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier Howard. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go and take the play that's in front of him.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They go play action with Marino. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Marino. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 3rd and 3. Marino sets up. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd and 5. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Touchdown, Washington.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are back within a score. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Marino to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Marino's incompletion on first down leads to 2nd and 10. Now Williams running left. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Marino.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Marino's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good to make it 17-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
And we'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw here.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami set to take over.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 17-7 is our score. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Me and you, baby. Let's go.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This 2nd and 4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Down 2 scores already. I don't think these guys would be too enthralled with the notion of settling for 3 here. Very nice job of execution on third down, able to keep the drive moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Marino here from the gun. On target over the middle of Hill.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third and 3. Marino will throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Here we go again with Marino. And he's got his man on the out route.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Marino on play action.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Fights him off.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Marino.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Well, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on third down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Riggins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
On play action, they'll throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
Down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Second down and 4.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, second down.
Back to throw again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Riggins.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Marino sets up.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On the counter, here's Williams. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second and 10.
Again, it's Williams. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. He gets nothing on back-to-back runs, so now you're dealing with a 3rd and 10 and probably a passing play.
I would agree with that, and I would highly suggest to the play caller, check a different part of that section on your play sheet, because his first 2 runs didn't help you at all. Find someone else who can touch the ball and maybe move it downfield.
On third down, Marino.
Screen play set up for Williams.
Shifts by him. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Marino to throw it.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Riggins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, it's Marino. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
From the gun on third down is Marino.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's Marino to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Marino's incompletion on first down leads to 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Again, it's Marino.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this one, oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Riggins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Let's do this, man. Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Washington's got it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And Marino's 3.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Marino will throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Now Marino on 1st down.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 41.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On 1st and 10, it's Marino. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, Marino. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 21 yards away.
And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Washington ready to try again on offense.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll start on the ground here, and it's a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills,
Yep.
and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Marino.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Williams going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try to run it with Morris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal, Marino. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense set to take over.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Yeah, he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
They run the counter. Riggins. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
Touchdown, Washington.
From 17 yards out.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field.
3rd down and 10.
It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Marino.
That is caught.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Marino looks to toss it again. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
And the Washington offense going back to work. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
back to throw again.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Riggins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And his kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Miami set to take over.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Marino will look to throw on first. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Marino.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Marino's incompletion on 1st down leads to 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
From the red zone now, Marino on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On 1st, here's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time at a Washington 1st. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Marino's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Marino now off the bootleg. And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those. Hurry.
Now Washington down by 12. A minute 52 to play. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They're going to look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here now, 3rd down.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Let's go. Whatever it takes. I'll get it.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go. Get it now.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll run again.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now it's Washington's turn.
Trailing in this one now. 36 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He'll drop to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offense.